Well, I'm going to attempt to do another video. It says 24 minutes on my camera, but I don't believe it. So I'm going to keep this one a bit shorter. These are some easier pieces to take apart. So, simple stuff like this. It's a beautiful tree on one side. Great sisters get promoted to aunt. And all I'm going to do on this one is take this off and pull everything off. Hook the chain and put the chain in with my other, hook the chain, put that in with my other chains, and then this gives me some pretty beads and a little charm there and this charm. So that's an easy one to take apart. This one's kind of similar. I don't know if this is a chain or if this is a ball chain. Yeah, this is a big ball chain. So this one's similar. I'm just gonna do the same kind of thing on this. Hold on. Somehow it got all tangled up. So let me unhook it. Oh, this one's got extra lobster claws, so I might have to actually take off a jump ring to get this thing apart. Let's see. Nope. So it gives me this fun ball chain that's heavy duty, but it has a lobster claw on it and a beautiful little pendant. So that one was really easy. This one's just going to be super, super easy. Just cut it, and what I'll do is, this is actually not even a necklace. This was just beads that was in the stuff. Look at that. 2 different sizes of beads. So, you know, I'll cut those open and sort them so I can put them in the right color. So I'll do that a little bit later. But these are little glass fiber optic beads, so I'm pretty excited about that. This one is another easy one. It's a charm on a beaded chain. So all I'm going to do on this one is open the beaded chain here. Or side. Let's find the side that opens. I'm going to take this off and then close this up, and then there's some beaded chain I can use, and I'll store that in my bin of beaded chain, because I think I have a shoe box that I keep that stuff in. I don't know, I haven't really gotten into it since I've moved, so we'll find out. If you guys are interested, I'll go through some of my stuff and show you what I got. Now this one's a fun one. Got lots of little charms, and this will be just a matter of unhooking everything. So like this chain is great. It's long enough to do stuff with. I'll just open this, and I'll start by doing this. I'll close that, take that off and close that back up. Hold on. Let's see. There we go. Yeah, so that's closed back up. And this chain is so long that I'll be able to use it for pretty much anything. I mean, it's really long. And then I'll close this side back up. And these are just little loop charms. And then look at all this chain, which can be used to make just about anything. And then I'll just unhook this, like this one, this side, I unhook from this chain and rehook it like that. And then I'm just going to take each piece off. Like here's this neat metal bead that I'll unhook. Let's see, I have to find the side that unhooks. There we go. I'll unhook from there, and so it gives me this little kind of rustic looking, so I have 2 of those. And then here's a jump ring that hooks all this together. So I'll take this jump ring, I'll open up this jump ring. Sometimes you can use your fingers, sometimes, yeah, this one I'm going to have to use you find the opening. It's right there. It's a pretty well-made piece. I think I'm going to take it off of here and leave it on the charm. So I'll bend it back, and then that gives me a charm with 2 jump rings on it that I can use. Now, I'll leave that little ring on there for now. It's a real pretty little rhinestone on there. I don't know if you can see that. It's like blue. And then I've got a bunch more of this stuff. Like here's a little pretty charm. I'll take Wait a minute, I'll take it out of the big, take the big charm. Sometimes you gotta open it a little bit more. Oh. Take this off, and I'll close it back up. Like that. And it's a big jump hoop for this little charm, but you kind of need that. It's a cute little flower, so you could hang a rhinestone over that or just about anything. And then this one's got 2 jump rings, so I'll leave one on here like this. And the thing is, when you're taking this stuff apart, there's no right or wrong. You just do it so that to your needs. 3 people could take this apart a different way, you know what I'm saying? And use the parts differently. I like these kind of charms. I think they're fun. They all have a little blue rhinestone in the middle. And there's a whole bunch of them. I'll just keep going. Now in this one, I'm probably gonna, these can open up. Like I can open these, but I'll probably leave these on here and later on hook some beads. But I'll take the rest of this apart later. And I'll leave just these with the jump ring on them, so that if I want to hang a bead or something, I can do that. And I can use one of these to hook a necklace too if I want to. So it'll give me all kinds of options, and I'll take the rest of these off camera so that you don't have to watch me do it. There's this one. I don't know what this is. Let's see. Oh, here's another one that you can figure out what you want to do. Now this one I think is just going to come apart. It's a mesh, so when I get done, I'll have this neat chainmail. But I'll just sit here, probably while I'm watching TV, not right now, and unhook every one of these, including these little sew-on, or actually they're just little rhinestones. I don't know if those open up. Well, there are, yeah, that's going to be interesting. I don't think they do, so I'm going to have to open the individual junk rings. So this one's going to take more time. I have to figure it out, but I'll try to get this apart, and then it'll leave me with this chainmail that I can figure out what I want to do with. So that'll be fun. That'll be a little bit different. This is another one like the one I did earlier with the rice beads. I did that in another video. And this gives me some small black beads and rice beads. And this is just another one of those ones where all you do is pick a spot and cut it. It's got a nice old barrel clasp that I can reuse. I don't mind using barrel clasps sometimes, especially these vintage ones. And you just push the knot out, because that's how you use these, is you knot it and pull it through. So you put a knot and then pull it through, whether it's string or the wire. You do that on both sides. And then you can connect the whole thing together. Now I'm going to put this together. So if I want to use it again, it's all screwed together. But I like some of these vintage ones. I think they're kind of fun. And then I'll just sort through this, and I'll put all the oat beads in one pile and the little black beads, which I don't need, in another pile. So I'll probably keep most of the oat beads, if not all of them. But I'll put the little black beads in a bag and donate them. So that I'll go through in a little bit. Let's see, we're at 8 minutes and 47 seconds. Then there's simple ones like this where you just, these are heavy. These are, if they're not stone, they're a good fake because they feel like hematite. They have the coldness, they're heavy. So I think they might be hematite. And then I have a really cool old-fashioned clasp on there, which I will just, one of the beads hit the floor. We're going to have to do a lot of bead searching after I'm done. A few things have gone flying. It's one of these vintage clasps. I really don't care for these kind of clasps. I don't like those, but I'll hang on to it. Maybe donate it, I don't know. But these are really gorgeous, heavy, heavy. These have to be real stone. So I will save some of these. I gotta see what I have. I know I have a bunch of hematite. I want to see what I have, and then I'll decide what I'm keeping and what I'm donating. I might only keep some of them. I don't know. but that was not very smart the way I opened that up. So those are all stone. They're heavy, and they just have cool to the touch and feel like stone. Where these black ones from this necklace are clearly plastic. I think those are real mother of pearl beads. These are good. These are nice. I will put them in a baggie and then compare them to the ones I have and decide what I'm going to do. Now here's another necklace that has a lot of stuff on it. Oh, the bag broke. Here we go. This has some pretty beads, and these are all glass. So basically what I'm going to do is do this and pull off the beautiful glass bead, and then there's 2 gold beads for every glass bead, and these are really fun spacers. Put them on my hand. I like those. Nice quality, heavy, and they're metal. And I'll just simply sit here and cut off each set of 3 beads until they're all off this. And clearly there's nothing to save on this chain. There's just nothing to save. This chain is not salvageable. Once I cut everything off, this will just all be crap. Now this is a cool little charm or bead. Let's see what that looks like. Look at that. And I've got a bunch of these. I've got a couple pink and a peachy one. I think that's it. Yeah, so I'll cut all those off, and then I'll throw away. There are some, yeah, I'll just throw this away. Throw them away, the pieces that go in between like this, because they're not worth anything. They're just crimp beads. So I'll have that one to do. This is just a simple elastic bracelet. I'm just going to cut it and take all the beads off. And I've got these nice stone. These are actually plastic versions. I do have these in stone. And then these are really nice. They look like bone, but they're not. But even though they're plastic, I like the look of them because they do look like bone. So I will probably hang on to those because those are nice in some of your Southwestern jewelry or Native American or indigenous. I really apologize if I don't have the terms right, but they change it on you so you sometimes don't know. But I always say Native American jewelry is what I like to make, and these kind of would go well with that type of thing. So, and then this really beautiful rhinestone bead that was in the middle of those. And there's this one. These are fun because this is another one where you just have to do some excavating, but you can get some nice beads when you're done. This will take a few minutes to tear it apart because I'll have to. They're like in chain, but look at this. I can undo. Oh, that's actually welded on. No, it's pushed through. So this is how this is done. See how these are? You take your clipper and you clip the top. Let's clip under here, and the whole thing comes off. It was strung through the whole top, so all the pieces come off like that. And then you have this one and this little piece, but you could take this and leave one of the beads on top like this, and you could actually loop that and make a pair of earrings that matched out of that if you wanted to. See how easy that is? And you got all kinds of options of beads you can use on top. And every one of those will clip off that easily, and that'll leave me the chain that they're stuck through all the way around. So I'll have 2 chains. No, 1. That's weird. Well, I guess I cut it on this side. What did I do? Huh, that's weird. I guess I accidentally cut this side. I would have had a chain that went all the way around if I hadn't. But I'll have a chain that goes all the way around on the other one. But these are really cool the way they did that, because it'll be very easy just to cut each one. I'll do it again. Just the top off. And I'll put my finger over there. and then that top one comes off, and then all this slides off. Comes through the chain, and then I've got these 4 beads. Whoops. Those 4 beads all come off with one fell swoop. So see, I made one earring, so I could put this through the other green one and make a second matching earring. And the cool thing is, with something like this, I think these are glass, but the other ones are possibly plastic. I think the other ones are plastic. Green ones might be plastic too, but they feel a little bit better quality. So I'm bending that around. And so it gives me a pair of earrings like this. And then I can do a pair of earrings like this. This is just off of one particular, and if I can if I catch it under there, I can actually take off the head of the pin and not have to cut so close to the chain. There, and now I can take and do that as another pair of earrings. So then I can take and roll this around and have 2 of those. Let's do another one, I'll show you. This is how easy taking apart jewelry really can be. So there, I don't even have to take it apart, I just roll it around and make a pair of earrings out of it. Look at that. And then I have 2 of these earrings. Where's the other pair? And 2 of these. All I have to do is put an ear wire on there. And I got 2 pairs of brand new earrings out of one necklace, and you can make a bunch more. Plus you got the little ones. You could do the green with the blue underneath it. All kinds of things you could do. So that's really fun when you have a piece like that you can do so much with. Well, it's 17 minutes, so I'm going to cut this video now. I'm going to finish taking apart all this stuff, and then I'll do another video.